Okay, so if you're trying to look for your first mechanical keyboard, it's a bit difficult to know where to start. But one of the most common things that would usually dictate what type of mechanical keyboard you would get is your budget. If you're looking for one of the most feature-packed mechanical keyboards out there at the lowest price possible, you should take a look at the Royal Kludge 71. Not only does it cost 1,900 pesos or barely $35, but it comes with a lot of features such as customizable RGB lighting, multiple device connection, hot swappable switches, and a lightweight design that further accentuates minimalism thanks to the white color that we have here. Mind you, you can also get this in black as well as 3 other switches from RK, which are blue, red, and brown. If you are in the Philippines, you can get this keyboard via Shopee or Lazada. All the links are in the description below, and if you use those links, you can score up to a 700 peso discount. In this review, however, we're testing out the blue switches, which are apparently the crispest and loudest among the 3. So first off, the typing experience with RK's blue switches. Here's how they sound. For these blue switches, they don't require a ton of force to actuate, which is something I really appreciate when I have to type long-form documents like this review. The 70% key layout is comfortable for my average-sized hands, and never have I ever felt tired even after an hour of straight typing. The same goes for gaming. I prefer a shorter actuation for faster responsiveness, and this keyboard gets the job done. Obviously, at this price point, it won't be the likes of Razer, but considering the price, you're getting a lot of value here for a wireless mechanical keyboard. You can connect this keyboard through a wireless dongle, a Bluetooth connection of up to 3 devices, or the included USB-C cable that also comes with a manual, a keycap switch puller, and 4 extra blue switches in a box. Before reviewing this keyboard, I was actually using the RK84. Connection-wise, the RK71 provides a better 2.4 GHz connection. The distance between the receiver and keyboard isn't that far, but my RK84 drops connection from time to time. With the RK71, the issue is non-existent. The battery life is also better than my RK84, with the RK71 lasting up to a couple more days on a Bluetooth connection depending on your usage. The keyboard does go into sleep mode after 5 minutes, but if you really want to extend the battery life of up to 5 days, I suggest turning off the switch overnight. There are a couple of things I don't particularly like with this keyboard layout. First, the delete key is not at the corner. I'm used to that key being in a corner whenever I have to use it, and second, the number of keys are interchangeable with multimedia keys. By default, the keyboard triggers the number row, but in order to use the multimedia row, you need to do a Ctrl plus function to switch, functions. Now that you can use multimedia functions, you can't use the number row. Basically, there's an added step whenever you need to simultaneously use the number row and the multimedia row. It's just annoying, at least for me. There is dedicated software for the RK71 on their website. It should allow you to set 3 macro keys, shortcuts, and lighting, but when I tried running the software, it couldn't detect the keyboard even with a wired connection. So there you go. Don't expect much from the software of this keyboard. However, if you just want to play around with the RGB lighting of this keyboard, you don't have to use the software. You can control all the available RGB features here by using the function key and the corresponding keys. You can adjust the speed of the lighting with function plus left and right keys, adjust the intensity with function plus up and down, which by the way is bright and consistent across the deck. There's about 19 light effects when you press function plus home key, and you can switch colors by pressing function plus N key. Also, the chassis includes side lights on both sides, which you can control with function plus insert key. It would have been nice if it also acted as a battery indicator, but I'm not complaining. Speaking of the chassis, the RK71 is an all-plastic build. It feels light yet sturdy at the same time, with no noticeable flex. The white color looks really clean and minimalistic, but only time will tell how it will age. You can also use 2 magnetic stands to prop up the keyboard for better ergonomics. And that's about it for this keyboard. The RK71 is basically a very solid budget wireless mechanical keyboard, especially for those who are just looking for their first mechanical keyboard. With a 70% keyboard layout, you just have to settle for that annoying multimedia number changing functions. But otherwise, I like this one a lot. That's it for this one. Drop a sub or like if you feel like supporting the channel, and as always, Until the next one, stay safe.